Hey everybody, this is Jason Appleton with Upstager Consulting. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about lead gen for real estate agents and how to increase the conversion ratios you're getting on those leads, and how one of my clients in particular in Cincinnati plays a role in increasing those conversions. Now, if you're a lead gen agent, you're likely generating leads from platforms like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, or pay-per-click ads. Those are primarily the main things that people are doing now. All of them work. From my experience over the past several years in generating leads for agents, Zillow leads, you can control the number you get, but a lot of them seem to be a little bit more low quality, lower end, $50,000, $30,000 leads, things like that. Realtor.com, as far as a platform that allows you to generate leads, pretty cost effectively, has actually been, probably one of the best platforms I've seen so far. I know they're increasing their pricing and things, so, or if they haven't already. So, but those kinds of things you're able to generate leads without having a lead conversion website so much. So, the leads come in, you get an email, you call them up, that sort of thing. Now, if you have a lead converting platform, from what I've experienced, conversion is probably one of the best out there. I know some people use Boomtown. They all work. But your conversion ratios are going to be pretty similar. Some systems are a little better than others for people that like things a little more automated. So that's kind of a personal preference depending on how involved you want to be and how active you want to be with your leads over a period of time. So that all being said, if you're spending an amount of money every month on generating these leads, most agents that I see, they come to me, they say, "Hey, Jason, I just spent $500 in pay-per-click leads over 2 days. I didn't really get anything for it. I think it's crap. It doesn't work." Well, you're wrong. You just did it wrong. So I help a lot of people with, things like pay-per-click leads, how to maximize your budget to get the most leads possible. But your typical conversion ratio on leads is roughly 12% on conversion from click. And then 4% of those generally turn into deals, right? So, what this video is primarily about is how do we increase that? Well, what I've been putting into place, like at NRL Mortgage, for example, in Cincinnati, I actually trained a number of loan officers. Right now I've got 3 loan officers who their sole responsibility, outside of closing their own deals, but their sole responsibility is calling all of the leads that I have coming in for the different agents that we have shared marketing relationships with. So if we have agents that are on Zillow or agents that I'm working their pay-per-click ads, any of that, what we're doing is I'm able to get up to a 33% conversion ratio on each account. So rather than the 12% you're used to getting, we're getting it as high as 33%. Now, the way we're doing that is, so there are a number of reasons for this. One key reason is, a lot of agents, they generate these leads, they touch them once and that's it, right? So if a buyer comes in, they say, "Oh, we're not looking to buy for 6 months." A lot of agents, from what I see, lose contact with those clients. Those potential clients, thinking, "Well, give me a call when you're ready," and then you leave it at that. Conversion ratio low. There are a lot of different things. Maybe you work with somebody for a little while. Something happens at the last minute. The buyer, your client, the deal gets kicked out. They can't get closed. Maybe there's something they need to repair on credit that's going to take 3 to 6 months. Most agents lose contact after that. There are so many different reasons that agents lose contact with clients, especially lead-based clients, and then they lose. And so overall, it brings your overall conversion ratio down. So what I've got NRL doing is we have several LOs that when the leads come in, my LOs, these guys call the leads, and they call from a very helpful perspective. It's not a pressure sale. They're not calling to harass anybody or bug anybody. It's very much about, I'm a loan officer with such and such, and I'm working with this agent. I noticed you're on their site. You're submitting some information to get pre-approved. Or you're just looking at a property, and I wanted to make sure I was available to you to help you with anything that you need, whether you have mortgage-related questions, if you're concerned about credit or what your budget's going to be. I'm here to help you with any of that kind of thing. And it's more of a slow progress kind of thing, because most leads that come in take anywhere from, some could be 2 weeks, but the majority are months down the road, okay? So now we're in spring now. We're heading into spring here soon, and we're going to head into the summer months. So everybody's going to be looking to move. But leads are coming in today for people that are looking to move this spring or summer. So it's not a fast process, and there's no pressure sales involved. It's very much, let's make sure you're comfortable, you are educated, you know everything you need to know about what to expect, and so forth and so on. And I'm here to help you with any issues that arise. So taking that into account, what happens is you will, the loan officer will work up a pre-approval for somebody, and maybe they'll realize, hey, you've got a collections that we need to get pulled off of that credit report in order for your score to go up a certain number of points, that sort of thing. Whatever it is that needs to be done, maybe there is there's a month or two involved that they need some repair, they need some help, they need to get things resolved. Well, the LO has it in their system. Call back every 2 weeks to touch base. Maybe they've been given a short assignment list on things that they need to do to bring their scores up. So basically the LO at that point is babysitting that client, making sure that not only are they getting everything done that they need to become approved to buy a home, but they're staying in that agent sphere of influence. So while you've already thought about, that lead or that buyer not working out, or maybe they'll call me in 6 months when they're ready, or whatever it is you've done to kind of wash your hands of the situation, the loan officer is actually working with you and making sure that anything that needs to happen between now and the time they actually buy that home happens. They're managing that buyer for you. And when they are ready to buy, you immediately get a phone call. Hey, this is what's going on with this buyer from a month ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, however long it's been. And by the time all is said and done, if you take 100 leads that have come into the system, you start with your initial 12% conversion ratio, but then out of that 4% becomes 33%. It's a very significant increase in business. And so it's a very good solution for agents who maybe you're on Zillow, you're on Trulia, you're doing pay-per-click, whatever the case may be, but you're a busy agent and you need help. Not only does, in a typical shared marketing situation, we're helping to pay for a lot of these accounts, we're helping to pay for the Zillow, and, all these platforms have systems in place so that a lender can get involved with you and share those leads. It's all RESPA compliant, and it works very well. But it's basically an extension of your team. I talk to a lot of agents, and I say, look, yes, of course, NRL can get things done very quickly, and they're very good at what they do, but overall, the whole model is about becoming an extension of the agent's team in every way possible. And it's been working very, very well. Obviously, many of you who watch this video know my wife. My wife is a broker. We've been doing this now for a couple of months for her. She just had 11 showings this past weekend. I mean, everybody at her office is really starting to flourish. The leads are pouring in. We have another office where leads are coming in, and we're setting up some new accounts here soon. So I wanted to put this video out there to kind of explain, when I say, look, we can increase your conversion ratio on leads up to 33%, that's what I'm talking about. It's a process, and it's not like we're going to take 100 leads, convert them 33% of those tomorrow. But over time, as you have a year where you're generating these leads, and NRL's working on these leads for you and working with your buyers and getting them ready, you are going to close a lot more deals in a year than most other agents will doing the exact same thing. And there's really no more work involved on your part. It's more of a just like I said, having an extension of your team that's handling a lot of the things that you may or may not have time or the systems in place for. Now, this was a bit of a process as well on our end, because most loan officers, most banks, mortgage branches don't have these kinds of systems in place either. They might, plug your leads into a call center or an Excel sheet or something like that. And it's challenging to keep track of, but I've put these systems in place in NRL to ensure that not only can we do very well for the agents we have, but I want to make it a part of focus for a lot of agents. Obviously, coming from a marketing background like myself and generating leads and handling all these pay-per-click accounts and things, I understand how things work. And having, worked with so many agents, with my wife being a broker, I also know the flip side to that. I understand how things work on the buyer side, what the agents deal with, go through, what they expect, what's going to make their lives easier. And so that's kind of our model that we're trying to adopt here in 2017 to just basically make things better for everybody involved. So if you're an agent, and you're looking to get into some more lead generation, you're looking for some shared marketing support, you want to get involved with a solid lender with a reputation. I mean, NRL Mortgage has been building an absolutely fantastic reputation over this past year and a half. And, they have a reputation of being able to get things done that literally nobody else can. But outside of that, their communication is strong. Their active involvement in your business and their eagerness to help you grow and expand. Let's face it, the more we help you, the agents, generate more business for yourself, the more business is being referred to NRL. And it's just a very cohesive, strong relationship. And I'm looking to start encouraging many more of those now that we have all these systems in place. So if you have any questions, give me a call anytime. My number will be in the description of this video. Drop me an email, drop me a text. Any way you want to get a hold of me, I'm here for you. Even if you just have general questions, you're not looking for shared marketing, but you just want some help on some things, don't ever hesitate to reach out. That's what I'm here for. Until next time, I'm Jason Appleton with Upstager Consulting, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.